A Massachusetts woman who badgered her depressed boyfriend to kill himself in text messages will remain free for now while the conviction in her novel manslaughter case is appealed. Michelle Carter was 17 years old when 18-year-old Conrad Roy III rigged up a generator to his pickup truck and poisoned himself with carbon monoxide in July 2014. Carter had sent numerous text messages telling Roy to just do it and was on the cell phone with him during the suicide, at one point ordering him back into the truck when he got cold feet and exited to gasp for air. Juvenile Court Judge Lawrence Moniz on Thursday ordered Carter to spend at least 15 months of a 2.5-year sentence incarcerated. But minutes after the sentence was handed down, he seemed to acknowledge that there is a chance that the conviction could be overturned because of the unusual legal issues raised. The sensational trial in June peeled back the veil on the secret social media life of teenagers. Although there was no jury, the trial was streamed live and drew considerable attention. Enraged armchair commentators heaped invective on Carter as a witch who should be locked away for years. "Kill yourself," heckled a woman as Carter, dressed in red trousers and a paisley-printed blouse, arrived at the courthouse in Taunton, Mass. His father, Conrad Roy Jr., tearfully told the court that the family believed he would not have gone through with the suicide if not for Carter. "Although he did have some psychological troubles, we all felt he was heading in the right direction," his tearful father told the court. "Michelle Carter exploited my son's weaknesses and used him as a pawn." During the sentencing Thursday, Carter did not speak and neither did her family, although her father wrote a letter to the court. Her face appeared swollen, her eyes red, and she leaned against one hand, clutching a tissue. Michelle was a troubled, vulnerable teenager in an extremely difficult situation and made a tragic mistake, wrote David Carter in the letter, excerpts of which were published in the Boston Herald. He said his daughter believed that Roy was so depressed that he would be better off dead. "I am 100% sure she was only trying to do what in her mind was right for Conrad," David Carter wrote to the judge. Members of Roy's family, however, demanded the maximum sentence of 20 years. However, ASST. Addie Mary Claire Flynn told the judge Thursday that Carter had encouraged Roy's suicide for her own personal gain and quest for attention and in order to play a charade as the grieving girlfriend. The case has drawn criticism from legal scholars who say it doesn't meet the standard of causation, since Carter wasn't nearby and Roy was the one who killed himself. Unlike many other states, Massachusetts does not have a specific law against assisted suicide. Moniz, who found Carter guilty in June, had focused his ruling on her telling Roy to get back in after he climbed out of his truck as it was filling with carbon monoxide and told her he was afraid. The judge said those words constituted wanton and reckless conduct under the manslaughter statute. Carter and Roy met in Florida in 2012 while both were on vacation with their families. Although they lived close by, they rarely saw one another, confining their relationship to text messages and telephone calls. At one point, they discussed both killing themselves in the style of Romeo and Juliet. But their attention shifted to Roy's unhappiness alone. After initially trying to dissuade him from suicide and urging psychological counseling, Carter began a campaign to get Roy to kill himself. "You always say you're gonna do it, but you never do," Carter taunted in one of her numerous text messages. Caption Also hunt underway for university researcher accused of murder in Chicago stabbing pilots of jet that nearly smashed into aircraft on San Francisco airport. Taxiway said they didn't see the plane slapped officer accused of sexually abusing teen cadet took girl to Six Flags on day of assaults. Sources say immigration agents showed up at labor dispute proceedings. California wants to kick them out. Updates 1218 p.m. This post has been updated with the sentencing. This post originally published at 4:25 a.m.